What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's been a while. I was just looking at the last video I uploaded and it was months ago. So I am sorry about that. But some things happened in life and I had to take a break. I had to take a pretty long break. I'll explain a little bit. I'm pretty much past everything that was going on. It was a really tough few months. Actually, the last year or two has been really tough on me. I found myself in a situation that, where I needed to step away from a lot of things and spend more time with family. And believe me, I've needed every single minute that I've been away from YouTube. I've needed that time. But now I'm at a point where I'm kind of past a lot of that stuff. So I can kind of get back into YouTube and I can get back into more like social media and sharing more. I feel like I have a new passion for making videos again and sharing everything that has been going on with running and my journey through all of this stuff and training for these really hard races and trying to better myself every single day. But yeah, I'm ready to get back into it again. I haven't stopped filming completely in the last, I guess it's been about 6 months since I uploaded a video. I've still got a bunch of running content and a few trips I've been on, a few races, and those videos are still being edited. Oh my gosh. What's up, guys? First big ascent's done.
So we've only got 2 bananas up there.
But this is kind of the new beginning. If you can't tell, I'm in a new place. I have a new house. This is the studio. There's not much yet except for the desk you see right here and the camera in front of me. But the biggest thing going on right now is that I have a 100-mile race coming up in like 5 days. The Mogollon Monster 100 in Pine, Arizona. I'll be in Arizona just a couple days, running 100 miles up and down the Mogollon Rim. And this video, it might be kind of long, but I'm gonna fill you in on everything that's been going on, all the training I've been doing leading up to the Mogollon Monster 100, and then we're gonna get out of town. We're gonna go to Arizona. Oh, like a billion spider webs back here. Oh, crap. Oh. Alright, what's up? Welcome back. It has been a long time. But you know what? Life happens. Sometimes life throws some really major curveballs at you and you gotta take a step back and just do everything you can to keep your head above water. Whoa. Fly on the lens. But some of you know what I've been going through. Really hard to talk about, really hard to like let anybody in, to be honest with you. Then the last couple months, my wife and I got divorced, and that's been really rocking me to the core, and my family as well. And during this few months that I've kind of been MIA from YouTube and social media, I moved out of my house I've lived in for 17 years. I bought a new house, moved in, and honestly just trying to be the best dad I can right now. It's really hard. I'm sure any of you guys have been through this. The worst part of this whole thing though is not seeing my kids every day. So I've been through some crap in the last couple months, for real. But through all this, I've been able to rely on my faith in God. I've been able to surround myself with a lot of good people at church. A few really good men who've been able to help me through this. Family, and honestly just taking it slower, taking a break from a lot of things just to focus on family and myself. But now things are a little bit more stable. My house is basically moved into, and also ready to start doing some of the stuff I love again, like YouTube, social media, making videos, making movies, that kind of stuff. and you know, it feels really good to be back out on the trails. I have been running a lot. That's been one of the things that's been keeping me sane, honestly. I've got the Mogollon Monster 100 out in Pine, Arizona. So excited for this race. It's a Hard Rock qualifier. Interestingly, not a Western States qualifier. But yeah, very excited about that. There is quite a bit of climbing, lots of sort of like backcountry, like overgrown trails, that sort of stuff. It's going to be a brutal, big, burly race. I'm so excited to be back out in the mountains in a couple weeks. My last 400-mile attempts have been, you know, they've just been, I'm putting my best out there. And I finished one out of the last 4. Finished the Indiana Trail 100 last October. But prior to that, I DNF'd at the Burning River 100 last summer. That was pretty much right at the start of all this stuff going on with my family. And I was just in an absolutely miserable mental place, to be honest with you. I went out there and did 50 miles, and that's all I could do. I then finished the Indiana Trail 100 in October of last year. Then this year, had the amazing opportunity to go out to California in February, do the Big Alta 50K, Dylan Bowman's new race with Free Trail. Thank you again to Goldwyn for taking me out. This is actually my Goldwyn shirt I got there. And that was amazing, being out in the kind of like San Francisco area. After that, we did Grind on the Grid Backyard Ultra, got 42 miles there before I was done for the day. And then since then, I lined up for the Mohican 100, and it was really not a smart decision to actually start the race. And I was just in a absolutely, once again, terrible headspace during that race. And it didn't help that I woke up, my stomach was like all upset. And I was just like, about 12 miles into the race, I was like, done. A couple months after that, I went back and lined up at the Burning River 100 again. This was actually just a couple weeks ago, and did another 50 miles there, and then pulled the plug. Again, just wasn't feeling it. Mental headspace was bad. Also for me, I just am realizing that I have to get back out in the mountains. Like these Midwest hundreds that I've been doing the last couple months, they've been good because they're kind of easy to get to and all that, but I just like, there's just like no drive to finish them once I start. So we're gonna give that a test here at the Mogollon Monster in 2.5 weeks. Big climbs, big country, wilderness, adventure. Testing out a few things. This is actually my first run in the Speedland. These are the GS PDX. They are the ones that they were, oh, that was a frog. That was cool. These are the ones that they debuted at the Big Alta 50K. I didn't pick them up there, I picked them up afterwards. But so far, first run in them, really liking them a lot. Also, I do want to throw this out there. I know a lot of people on the internet love to speculate why things happen and think that they know everything. I just want to say that what my family's been through, specifically my divorce, has nothing to do with YouTube or running at all, ultras, racing, nothing like that. It just is like, it comes down to just really deep, like long-standing fundamental differences. That's it. Yeah, I just asked that people be kind, you know, when they hear something like this about somebody. not just me, but anybody. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you might not know. So, that's all. But yeah, just a little gear update. I'm testing out this Camelback Apex Pro pack, which is a funny name because Koros has a watch called the Apex Pro. But this is the Camelback Apex Pro. It's got space for obviously a Camelback bladder in the back. Lots of packing space for jackets or any gear you might need. A bunch of pockets on the front, but they're not as stretchy as Salomon, which I'm finding kind of like annoying actually. I've had a love affair with Salomon packs. That's why I haven't really reviewed packs on my channel, because I just really dig the Salomon stuff, and it's pretty much all I use. I've got a lot of packs sent to me over the years. Nathan Camelback, Goldwyn even has a pack that I've gotten used, but you know, just really love the Salomon stuff. Also got the brand new T8 Sherpa short system. Love these shorts and the commandos that come with it. Great stuff. All right, well, let's get back to the run. Yeah, I guess since last time we've really talked, you know, I mean, obviously I didn't get into Western States this year. I had 32 tickets. Next year I'll have 64 tickets, which is like, it's gonna happen soon. With that, you know, kind of like on the horizon, and with this whole life change going on, I've been really reevaluating my thoughts on having a coach. And I think I'm actually gonna go for it. Definitely not before Mogollon Monster, probably after that. Maybe before I go back to Indiana Trail 100. I'll probably hire a coach just to take care of my training plan and make sure that I have some accountability. Because, yeah, it's been tough. It's been really tough trying to do life and, you know, focus on training plan and get yourself ready for 100 milers. I actually had a couple conversations with a coach last year at CTS, and probably go back there, reach out and see if they have spots available again. Yeah, that's the plan right now. Just so you know, I've not stopped filming during this time off. So got a couple race videos I'm wrapping up soon. Yeah, holy crap. 2.5 weeks to the Mogollon Monster. 100-mile race through the wilderness in Arizona. I'm so excited about this race. Oh my gosh. They're crawling all over it. Oh my gosh, that's nuts. Oh, that's a humongous hornet's nest. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. All right, welcome back. 2 weeks away from the Mogollon Monster 100. I'm feeling pretty good. I've been out on trails almost every day past couple weeks. Tough trails too, like lots of climbing, kind of like exposed rocks, roots, that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to get as much specificity as I can. So yeah, not focused on miles, focused more on time. Kind of like time on feet, climbing, descending, being on trails. It's kind of the name of the game. So training for races is to build up a lot of miles, and it can be a lot of road miles early on in the season when you're farther out away from your race. And the closer you get, start getting more and more specific. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just kind of like climbing in and out of these big ravines, about 100 to 120 foot climbs and descents, like one right after another. Turn around, go back. You can get about a 7 or 8 mile loop out here in this park. If I do the whole loop, average is about 200 feet of gain per mile, which is more than the average at Mogollon. There's 4 segments in between aid stations that are longer than 10 miles. That's hard. Especially in 100. I mean, it makes a little bit more sense for 200s when they just can't have as many aid stations, and you're going to be going a lot slower. As I was reading through the packet, I realized that the race is actually 105 miles. That's awesome. All that being said, 105 miles, a little over 17,000 feet of gain, and descent, I believe, is about the same. It's a point-to-point course, so it might not necessarily be exactly the same, but yeah, super excited about this. The mind is feeling ready to tackle like a destination race, the A race of the year, the big one, the mountain climbing race of my year. Very, very excited. A race like this, you don't have to really search very far to find out why this race is hard. I'm just excited to get back out into the mountains. Flying into Phoenix Wednesday of next week, spending the night there, and then headed up to Pine, Arizona, which is about an hour drive north, on Thursday. Got an Airbnb up there for Thursday and Friday night. Race starts at 6 a.m. Saturday, but we have to be at the shuttle at 4 a.m. That's gonna be a challenge. Getting in that shuttle. I believe it's like a school bus too. I don't think it's anything super comfy. Just like kind of getting all ready and then hanging out for 2 hours on probably a bumpy, noisy bus. You know, it's part of doing a point-to-point. I don't have any pacers or any like official crew. My friend that I'm going with, John, he's gonna have a crew, and so if we stick together, I'll be able to be crewed by them as well. There's no real guarantees of that. I think in a race like this, we'll probably try to stick together as much as we can. I've just been watching a bunch of videos on YouTube, trying to prepare. Okay. That's hard to do with the camera. I'm also getting some good like fire road simulation out on this course because the Mogollon Monster is going to have quite a bit of that. Every time we get back up to the rim, there's going to be a couple miles of dirt road running before you descend right back down. Not every time, but a lot of times. And I need to make sure I don't miss my trail. Here it is. Blessed to have trails like this in Indiana. Sometimes you just gotta explore a little bit. This will be day 5 in a row of running these trails, and my legs are feeling it. I've got about 1,000 feet of vert per day, which is not much, but I have to just run quick. Yeah, absolutely loving these Speedland GS PDX. These are some nice shoes. Very protective. One thing that I hope works itself out, because I did not get these shoes sent to me. I paid full price, which is like $280. There's like a lip on the inside at the edge of your toes that's like catching. And I don't know if, like, I know I got the right size. They're not too small. It's just kind of like the shape of where it is. And my one of my toes is just kind of catching that lip of the sock liner. So hoping that over time it just kind of like flattens itself out, kind of like conforms to my foot. But other than that, these shoes are like bomb proof. Shoot. That squirrel did not know I was there. Some parts of the trail get pretty thick in the summer. I love these Lecky poles because you do not have to hold on to them. The only thing that stinks is that the little gloves, the things that come with them, they're like really weird sizing. The small, medium, like actually I'm wearing the medium. Look, it's like a small, medium, large is what the size is. And the other one is medium, large, XL. That one is big enough that it goes over the point where my wrist bends, and that like feels horrible. So I'm wearing the small ones and they just feel a little too small. So I just wish they had more sizes. But yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, the poles are awesome, and it really helps having these little gloves that just click in and attach. Don't have to hold them at all. I know that other poles have straps. I've used a bunch of different kinds, but these are just a little different, and I like them. The other cool thing, this watch shows like the elevation profile on here, so it's pretty sweet, along with the map, because in this race the aid stations are so far apart and it's so random. Like some of them are like 12 miles apart, some of them are 7 or 8. Yeah, there's only 10 aid stations in the 100-mile race, so it's like an average of 9 miles. So I really want to have a thing on my watch that tells me like how long to the next aid station, so I can plan out my specifically
my hydration. Just make sure that I have enough. Oh, and these exoskin socks that I have on, they are not the toe socks, because while those are great for certain things, like maybe a 50K or 50 mile where you're just not going to change your socks at all, I will not ever probably use toe socks again in a 100-miler where I have to change socks, because it's just a nightmare for me. I know some people do it, but I like the just regular sock shape crew socks. And we're climbing. Alright, so I switched to putting the little gloves in my pocket because it was way too annoying having to bounce around back there. And, I still wish there was a better way to cinch down this pouch from Solomon, because it's doing a lot of bouncing. I'm having to get used to it with my stride, kind of throwing me left and right, just a little bit, you know. As of now, it's okay. I will probably tomorrow try out the this other pair of shorts I have, where the poles can go on the back of the shorts. See if that works better. It's so hot right now, so stinking hot. This whole week we've been in the middle of a heat wave, which is great for training to run in Arizona, but man, it's hot and humid right now. Mid 90s. It feels like temperature right now is like 101. There's a definite way of climbing that you want to do it. So you can watch when my left foot goes forward, I want my right pole to go down, and I want the pole to be slightly behind my center of gravity of my foot. That'll give me the best push off. Same thing with the right foot. And we just go up the mountain just like this. I know there's probably some people from Europe that can maybe correct me if I'm doing something wrong, but this is the best way that I've found to do it. Well, I thought it would tell me that I've reached a checkpoint, but it didn't. Come on, Koros. Get in the game. Yep, totally passed it by. All right, wrapping this run up. 4 miles, about 1,000 feet of gain. Feeling good. A little pulse situation. I feel like I'm ready. I gotta figure out how to get the distance to the next checkpoint as a data field on my Coros, which I thought it just automatically did that. Maybe I have to add a data field manually. You can only do that on the phone. So in between now and tomorrow, I'll figure that out. I also got to figure out how to cinch down this thing, because when it's cinched down, the poles are like really quiet and don't bounce a lot. But the way I have it right now, because it's broken, is the poles are just bouncing around like crazy. So I think I can figure that out. But yeah, feeling ready to go. Feeling like I'm ready for an adventure. Yeah, this is gonna be a blast. There's 6 climbs up the rim. Each of them are somewhere around like 1,200 to 1,500 feet of ascent. And then you descend each time. And then throughout, we've got, more climbing and stuff. So in the race manual, it says it's like just above, a little over 17,000 feet of climb. Interestingly enough, out of all the hard rock qualifiers I've done, this will be the one with the least amount of vertical gain. However, that being said, the reason why this is a hard rock qualifier is A, because of the climbing, but then also because of how remote it is and how technical the trails are. I've seen some videos recently where it's just everything's overgrown, it's all rocks. You used to have flags that are just kind of like out in front of you and you just got to go reach it. UTMB is starting right now, but I'm missing the beginning of it. Also missing the end of the CCC. Yeah, there was Hayden Hawks and Adam Peterman were in the lead. Had to come out here and do some running of my own. So yeah, I'll go back and watch the beginning of UTMB because that start line of that race is just absolutely magnificent. For me, UTMB is still a dream race. And this next year, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more traveling for races. I'm gonna try and get some UTMB stones so I can throw my name into the hat, because I've got a bunch of index points for UTMB. I just need to get some stones in order to apply, I guess. That's how it works. Anyway, well, now that huge climb is over, why was I talking all the way up that climb? I don't know, but I'll be on that start line someday. I will. Four and a half miles, 1,000 feet of gain. Whew, feeling good about that run. Now it's pretty much time to pack it in. Be done with training. Mogollon Monster. It's taper time.
All right, so one of the things I would absolutely recommend when you're planning out a 100-mile race is to load your GPX file into Ultra Pacer. This is an amazing free website. But what you can do is you can upload your GPX file, and if your race director put in the waypoints, it makes it way easier. So for the Mogollon Monster, the GPX file downloaded from the website does have the waypoints, and it's got every aid station in there. And so when you upload this file, it shows you how much distance in between each aid station, how much gain and loss of elevation, and then you can put in a plan for how you think you're going to pace at least the beginning, and then it'll kind of estimate the rest of your race for you, and it'll give you like the sunrise, sunset, all of that sort of information. So for example, you might be wanting to figure out, where am I going to put my headlamps or my cold weather gear? Well, this website really helps out a lot. So there's 3 drop bags from Mogollon Monster. So what this is saying is that I definitely want to put my headlamp in the first drop bag because it estimates me getting there around 4:30 p.m. The second drop bag, it estimates about 9:15 p.m. So definitely going to be sundown by then. Headlamp in the first drop bag. Probably cold weather gear. I'll probably actually put my a lighter jacket in the second drop bag. Definitely not going to need it in the first one, but after the sun goes down, probably be maybe 2 hours of being in the dark before I get to that second drop bag, so I'll probably be pretty chilly at that point, so I'll put a jacket and long sleeves in there. I might put a long sleeve in the first drop bag too that I can throw in my pack. Long sleeve shirt in the first drop bag, jacket, light gloves in the second one, and then the puffy in the third drop bag. I've been away from YouTube for a couple months now. It feels good to be back. Alright, so it is 9 o'clock, night before I am leaving for the Mogollon Monster. Oh yeah, I have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to catch my flight. But I just wanted to finish this video. I have a monumental task ahead of me with the Mogollon Monster, but I'm so excited to get out there and race. So with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned. Let's not call it a comeback, but I'm definitely back. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.